We begin with breaking news, and Brian Schlonsky is in the Live Center.
And Brian, you're tracking developments with a sewage spill shutting down a half-mile stretch of beach.
Yeah, Kim and Steve, we are getting new information on this right now, and this was actually just sent to us from the county. It's estimated that about 1,000 gallons of sewage spilled near Windansea Beach in La Jolla. This alert we just got in says that there was a rupture of the pump station right near the beach, and sewage flowed from the broken pipe onto both the beach and the ocean. Because of this, the beaches are shut down. Signs have been posted around the beach in La Jolla, and those signs will stay up until crews can test the area to make sure this isn't contaminated. I will flip over here and show you on the map the area where this is closed. It's going to be closed right here in this area of La Jolla on Nautilus Street to the north to Marine Street. So we have the 10 News breaking news tracker on the way to this right now to get some more information. Back to you.
Very popular beach, too. Thank you, Brian. New at 6, Bonnie Dumanis is telling 10 News why she's stepping down after 14 years as San Diego County District Attorney. She's also answering questions about the timing.
10 News reporter Allison Ash is live in the newsroom. Allison, why is Dumanis doing this right in the middle of the 4th term?
Well, you know, timing is everything in the world of politics, and you can be sure that that is at play here. By stepping down on July 7th, Dumanis gives herself time to first decide if she actually wants to run for supervisor, and second of all, it gives her plenty of time to start a campaign.
It's time for fresh eyes. It's time for the office to go to even the greater levels.
People who know Bonnie Dumanis say don't believe for a minute she doesn't have her eyes on a bigger prize. Dumanis says she's mulling over a run for Ron Roberts' seat on the Board of Supervisors because she wants a more proactive role in setting policy to make San Diego safe.
Because what I do as the DA and have done for the past 43 years in public service is to work on issues that have intertwined and interconnected with what the Board of Supervisors does.
Some question the timing on the heels of a report Dumanis had improper communications with the U.S. attorney during the Azano trial. He's the Mexican millionaire convicted of funneling illegal money into her campaign.
I'm announcing that I am stepping down to consider running for public election. I don't think that that's what I would do if I was worried about any other issue.
Dumanis says she's proud of her work as district attorney and the case that will always be with her, the conviction of John Gardner, who killed Chelsea King and Amber Dubois.
Clearly, I was involved in that and probably emotionally more involved in the Amber Dubois case in that than probably most of the cases.
Dumanis has seen a lot of change.
They had fax machines and pages when I started, but DNA has probably been the #1 tool that has changed law enforcement in particular.
She led the charge to create policy for police body cam video, policy that is still evolving as Bonnie Dumanis decides to begin a new chapter of her own. Now, Dumanis has already given her blessing to the person she thinks ought to be the next district attorney. That is her chief deputy, Summer Stephan. Now, the Board of Supervisors will have to make the decision on her replacement. That's coming up in the next few weeks. New at 7, Dumanis shares some very personal information about her health. Reporting live in the newsroom, Allison Ash, 10 News.
She's been a constant lady of the law in our county for many years. Mayor Kevin Faulkner touted reducing the city's homeless problem as our region's top social service priority during his State of the City speech earlier this year. And today's homelessness report reveals that he does have his work cut out for him. There are more than 91 homeless people in San Diego County. Take a look at this chart behind me. You'll see that it shows that it's trending in the wrong direction because after working to reduce the number in 2014, you can see from 2016 to 2017, we jumped by 5% from just last year. And people we spoke to downtown are fed up with it.
I've had, so much vandalism. I found spent bullets in my parking lot. Not shell cases, but actual bullets. So, sometimes you don't feel safe.
Well, the mayor partly blames the problem on skyrocketing rent and home prices. He's calling the city council to approve an affordable housing package.
So here's a chart that is now breaking down the homeless problem that we have here in our region. More than 60% of the homeless people that are living in our county right here in San Diego. You can see that area in yellow there. The fewest number over there in the East County and the South counties as well. And the South County made the most progress as well, lowering its number of homeless people by 21%.
I'm 10 News reporter Jessica Chen in La Jolla, where a UCSD student died after plunging more than 100 feet down the Torrey Pines cliff Wednesday. Police say he and his friend were trying to climb down to Black's Beach from the Torrey Pines glider port when they slipped just before midnight. First responders found the pair after the victim's friend, also a UCSD student, called 911 and dispatchers were able to ping their location. This guy says there are many warning signs posted along the cliffs.
It's only one section where you are able to go down to the beach. So I think that's why for a lot of people it's easier for them just to try to go down or past the rope.
The victim's name won't be released until his family is notified. His friend suffered minor injuries. Jessica Chen, 10 News.
All right, your money matters. Rent prices in San Diego, they keep on going up, but not as much as last year. The average San Diegan pays more than $2,400 a month in rent. That's about 3.5% of a jump there from 2016 to 2017. That's the annual improvement as well. Rent prices went up more than 4% from 2015 to 16. And a housing expert tells 10 News if you are looking for a place to rent, don't try and play hardball.
When you go out searching for a rental, be prepared to sign a lease when you get there. There's not a lot of rental housing units online. If you find something you like at a price you like, snap it up.
Move fast. And if you're looking to buy a home, the average price now is $532,000. That is up more than 5% from last year. And there are nearly 11% fewer homes to choose from than last year.
New at 6 o'clock, San Diego will start spending millions to attract more tourists from China. The city council has approved an extra $3 million to boost tourism promotion. The plan is to give more publicity to Balboa Park, and that way people visiting California will spend more time in San Diego instead of making it a day trip before heading up to LA. The Tourism Authority is also working with Chinese airlines to get non-stop flights from Beijing to Lindbergh Field.
Untapped market happening tomorrow. Secretary of Homeland Security John Kelly and Attorney General Jeff Sessions will be in San Diego. It's their second stop in a two-day tour. They were in El Paso today. Sessions and Kelly are using the opportunity to visit and observe border operations.
And new developments. The woman accused of igniting 4 coffee carts on the UC San Diego campus pleaded not guilty. Kay Williamson made a comment about President Trump before being escorted out of the courtroom today. She's being held on bail. She faces 10 years in prison if convicted.
All right, Kim, Brian Schlonsky back here in the 10 News Live Center now with an update to breaking news. We first brought you on 10 News at 5, that mobile home fire. Let's take you to some images from Sky 10 right now. This mobile home park, it's the Lakeview Manor Mobile Home Park. It's in an unincorporated portion of Spring Valley. So here's the new information we got for you. Fire crews telling us that one of these units, probably the one right there where you see smoke pouring from, that unit is destroyed. And at this point, 2 adults, a kid, and a dog had to be taken out of here. They will not be able to stay there. Red Cross helping find them somewhere to stay. Then right next door to that one, another unit was also damaged in this fire, about $10,000 worth of damage. The fire then spreading to some nearby brush, ended up being a brush fire that firefighters had to deal with. So at one point they had to deal with a brush fire and fires on 2 of those homes. So you see fire crews doing a good job getting those out, but at this point one family will be staying somewhere else tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, Brian. Right now, South Bay DMV is still cleaning up after a break-in, but it will offer some services tomorrow. The San Ysidro office will conduct driving tests and car inspections, but all indoor services are on hold until Monday. Its equipment was damaged when someone broke in and sprayed a fire extinguisher Wednesday morning.
A developing story now. Governor Brown has not even signed the 12-cent gas tax hike into law as of yet. Lawmakers, though, are already accused of using that money for things other than road projects. State Senator Jim Nielsen says Democrats want to spend $15 million on park restroom maintenance, to buy land for animals to travel safely, and to encourage people to visit our parks. We've reached out to the lawmaker who wrote the road repair bill. We are waiting now to hear back.
New at 6 o'clock, more and more of our children are getting online younger and younger. 10 News reporter Joe Little went back to school to reveal how that also means they're becoming popular targets for bad guys.
They're logging on in droves. Children online.
If I'm done with my homework, then it's a good hour.
Priscilla Rojas is no different.
If I'm on my phone, then I am on my social media or I'm on Netflix.
However, each keystroke takes the 12-year-old one click closer to a stranger who's up to no good.
You never know who you're talking to, or you never know who you're going to connect with, and that kind of just scares me.
That's why Google's online safety roadshow rolled into Chavez Middle School in Oceanside Thursday.
This is an example of how we are pushing this issue of cybersecurity down to the grade level.
Google says 93% of teens like Rojas go online every day. 1 in 3 shares their password.
We have all kinds of issues about kids sharing stuff they shouldn't be sharing.
Oceanside Unified Board President Robert Gleisberg says that's why they put Google and U.S. Congressman Darrell Issa,
they were on our side,
right in front of the students.
This is urgent for them to understand. They need to put the barriers up.
Barriers that will keep students like Rojas safe.
I'm always on guard just in case.
In Oceanside, Joe Little, 10 News.
Google's online safety roadshow emphasized safer passwords and how to avoid scams. These are very important parental controls, and you can see here they are giving lots of different advice: net nanny, app lock, screen time. Norton Family lets you restrict sites and monitor what your kids are looking at. There's screen time, which sets limits on how much screen time your kids can have. And we have posted the description of each of those and some others on our website, 10news.com.